The neon-lit circuit roared with 20 cars at full throttle. In the lead, Kazu, the blind racer no one could beat. Inside his helmet, the neural link visor painted a predictive grid across the track, a technology he relied on completely.
The signal, it's twisting. Overload. I can't.
A violent seizure seized his body. His hands shook on the wheel, but his car didn't waver, as if possessed.
He's seizing and still driving. A blind man with perfect control? This isn't just talent.
The finish line flashed by. Kazu's car crossed first, the checkered flag waving. The crowd erupted in confusion and awe. The car rolled to a halt. Inside, Kazu collapsed forward, his visor crackling with dying sparks. He'd won.
The pain. I can't let them see. Just a headache. Nothing more.
I saw that flicker. That visor isn't just assistance. It's a weapon. I'll dig until I find the truth.
As track crew helped Kazu away, Ivy's camera kept rolling. The cracks in his perfect record were starting to show. In the pit garage, Kazu leaned against a workbench. Before he could recover, Ivy slipped past the crew.
Kazu, that seizure wasn't normal. A blind man with flawless track reading? What aren't you telling us?
My visor provides audio cues. It's standard tech. Everyone knows I use it.
Standard tech doesn't cause seizures. I have footage. The commission will be very interested.
Lena stepped between them, her tablet displaying live neural diagnostics.
His medical condition is confidential. You are on private team property. Leave now, or I'll call security.
This isn't a secret you can bury. I'll find the truth.
As Ivy retreated, Mr. Takeda appeared, his expression thunderous.
Kazu, if this becomes a scandal, your contract is terminated. You race, you win, you stay silent. Clear?
I can't let them find out. The cost is too high. I have to endure, no matter what.
Lena guided Kazu to the team's secure lab, her expression tight with worry.
Sit down. I need to run a full diagnostic. The neural patterns are too erratic.
Irregular how? The seizure felt like my skull was splitting. What is causing this?
The strain is worse than I thought. The link is deteriorating faster than predicted.
Predicted? You said it was stable. What haven't you told me, Lena?
A diagnostic flash triggered. For one heartbeat, a foreign image sliced through Kazu's mind.
Who is that? A woman. I've never seen her before, but why does this ache?
That was feedback. A data echo from the link. Shut it down, quickly.
Data echo. That was a person. Her face is burned into my skull. Stop lying to me.
I swear I'll explain, but not now. There's a cost you don't understand. Please, trust me.
By morning, Ivy's article was live. Blind Racer's Secret, Tech or Talent. It spread like wildfire.
Now everyone will question it. Someone out there knows the truth. They'll come forward.
Mori read the article and seized the opportunity. He sent a private message. I have evidence.
Kazu's wins aren't skill. They're a cheat, and I'll be the one to prove it.
A rival racer with a grudge. This might be exactly what I need.
They met in a dim alley behind the track. Mori held a flash drive like a weapon.
This data shows impossible reaction times. His visor isn't just for sound. It reads the track.
How did you get this? And why share it with me?
Because he's stolen wins from me. I want his career buried. You want a story? Help me.
Fine. I'll verify it. If the data holds, we release together. The commission won't ignore this.
A day later, Kazu sat in his cockpit on the empty practice track. The neural link hummed to life.
Just a test run. Stay focused. Ignore the pain.
The predictive grid cascaded across his vision. For 10 smooth laps, everything held. On turn 11, the grid flickered. A voice, soft and distant, whispered his name.
Kazu, please, help. That voice, it's not in my head.
His hands jerked. The car swerved toward the barrier. He wrenched it back with inches to spare.
Kazu, What happened? Your vitals spiked off the chart.
I heard a voice, Lena, a woman calling me. Don't tell me that was feedback.
It must be neural crosstalk. Stay calm. I can dampen the sensitivity.
She's lying again. That voice was real. It knew my name.
That evening, Mori slipped into the darkened pit garage. He plugged a hacking module into the team's main server.
Once I copy the neural logs, the truth will be undeniable.
Lena's tablet flashed an intrusion alert. She spun from the lab bench, heart pounding.
Step away from that server, Mori. This is a direct violation of racing conduct.
Conduct. Your driver uses illegal AI. I am just gathering proof.
That data is protected. Remove your drive now, or I'll report you to the commission.
Go ahead. Your threats don't scare me. Just proves you're hiding something.
Lena lunged for the server, yanking the module out. A screech of data static filled the air.
It's wiped. You have nothing. Now get out before I call security.
This isn't over. I'll find another way to expose him.
The next morning, Ivy broadcast a live interview with Mori. The racing world watched.
Kazu's visor is a fraud. It predicts the track beyond human ability. I've seen the data.
Can you prove it? The commission will need hard evidence.
The proof is in his impossible reaction times. Any engineer can verify the cheat.
Within hours, the clip dominated every feed. The Racing Commission announced an immediate investigation. Mr. Takeda watched from his office, his face draining of color.
Kazu, get to my office now. The commission is investigating. Win the next race or lose everything.
I'll win. I always do. But the link, it's getting worse.
I don't care how you do it. If they find proof of cheating, we are finished. This sport will bury us.
I can't stop now. The cost is too high. Even if that voice haunts me.
Race day. The crowd's roar was a distant thunder. In his cockpit, Kazu felt the link pulse with jagged energy.
This will hurt, but I have no choice.
The race unfolded in brutal surges. Kazu's car weaved through opponents like a ghost, every move predicted by the link. On the final lap, the visor screamed with data. The link pushed past every safety limit. His vision fractured into static. He crossed the line first. Then his world dissolved into white noise, body convulsing in the cockpit. In the medical center, scans showed severe neural pathway degradation. The doctor's face was grim.
I won, but at what cost?
The neural link is burning you out. I can't hide this anymore. There's a donor.
A donor? You mean another person? Explain.
The link uses someone else's brain, and she's failing. That's why the voice, the images.
The sedatives dragged Kazu under. His mind scrambled through fragments until he stood in a sunlit childhood room.
One day, we'll race the stars. Brother, I promise.
Then the dream shattered. Screeching metal, sirens. Yuki's voice faded into a hospital flatline. Kazu gasped awake, IV lines tangling. Lena stood vigil, her face white as the sheets.
That voice, the face, it's my sister Yuki. She's the donor. Tell me the truth.
After the accident, her body was comatose, but her mind intact. I built the link to preserve her consciousness. She became your neural processor. Every race, she processed the data, but now the link is burning through her.
She's dying because of me. All this time, I was racing on her brain.
He punched the mattress. The monitors shrieked. Yuki's spectral image seemed to hover just beyond sight.
Is there any way to disconnect without killing her?
Hours later, Kazu limped into the long-term care facility. He found Yuki's room, a shrine of machines and silence.
She's barely here. Just a body and a ghost in a neural net. Yuki, I am here. I am sorry I didn't come sooner.
A hum built in his temple. The visor, still linked, flickered. A voice, softer than sleep, answered.
Kazu, you came. Don't stop racing. It's the only thing keeping me.
But it's destroying you. Every race burns out more of your mind.
If you stop, the money vanishes. The machine turns off. Don't let me disappear, brother.
The EKG steadied, but her voice left a wound that bled doubt.
I'll race. For you. Until the end, but at what cost? I'm killing her to keep her alive.
2 days later, a plain envelope appeared on Ivy's desk. Inside, medical records and a note. The donor lives on.
Yuki's brain activity spikes correlate exactly with Kazu's wins. This is the proof.
She traced the records to a care facility. The patient's brother was listed as Kazu.
Now I know why he wins. He's using his own sister's brain as a processor.
Meanwhile, Mori sent her a file. Hospital database logs, cracked open. Yuki's neural data laid bare.
I told you I'd find the truth. Now we have everything. Time to take him down.
One family's tragedy turned into a scandal. The Commission won't ignore this.
They compiled the evidence into a single file. Anonymous submission to the Commission, timed for maximum impact.
Let's see him race without his sister's mind feeding him the track.
The upload completed. Across the city, a Commission official opened the dossier. The secret was out. Kazu sat in his dim apartment, head in hands, when the door burst open. Ivy and Mori stormed in.
We have it all, Kazu. Medical records, neural data, your sister is the link.
The Commission has everything. Your career is over.
It's true. I used her. Without the link, I am blind. Without the prize money, she dies.
It was my design. I built the link to save her consciousness. Blame me, not him.
You fools. We're ruined. The sponsors are pulling out. All because of your secret.
An official notice arrived. Kazu was suspended indefinitely, pending a full ethics review. The news broke worldwide. Some called him a hero for saving his sister. Others a monster exploiting her.
What now? Without the link, I can't race. Without racing, Yuki has no life support.
The world is watching, Kazu. What will you do now?
Later, in the team's abandoned lab, Lena faced Kazu with grim truth.
Disconnecting the link will end Yuki's consciousness. Her body might recover, but the mind we saved, gone.
Then I can't. Not if it kills her. But the racing is killing her too.
There's another way. An underground race. Winner takes 2 million credits. Enough for a lifetime of care.
An illegal race? If I win, Yuki lives, but the link damage. More of her mind burns.
He thought of Yuki's plea, her voice in the neural hum.
I'll do it. One last race, I'll win that money, and then disconnect Yuki.
Kazu, the link may not hold. You could kill both of you.
If I do nothing, she's already dead. I have to try.
With those words, he signed his fate. The street race was in 3 days. In a hidden garage, Kazu and Lena modified the neural link, stripping it to minimal interference.
Just enough to see the track, nothing more.
The link's feedback is dampened. Yuki will hardly notice the strain, but you'll be nearly blind.
Word of the race reached Mori. He registered immediately, his grin sharp as a blade.
Kazu thinks he can outrun justice. I'll bury him on the asphalt.
Ivy arrived with a live feed, determined to capture every brutal second.
This will be the story that defines them both.
Before the start, Kazu knelt by Yuki's bed, whispering his farewell.
Yuki, after tonight, you'll be free. No more racing on your mind.
At the underground track, neon lights blazed. Through his visor, the street traced a ghostly grid, Yuki's presence a quiet pulse. The flag dropped. Engines screamed. Kazu's car shot forward into the neon abyss.
I feel the grid. Faint but steady. Yuki, just a little longer.
Then a jagged scream tore through the link, Yuki's voice rupturing with agony.
The strain is burning her. I am killing her with every meter.
He saw her neural image flicker, a silent scream frozen against the dark.
No more. She can't take this. I have to let go.
He wrenched the visor free and hurled it away. Darkness swallowed his world. Now he drove by engine roar and memory, the car a wild beast in his hands.
I can't see, but I know this track. I've lived it 1,000 times.
The finish line was far, but he pressed on, blind, alone, chasing a ghost. Kazu's car surged forward, weaving past lesser racers, each dodge a prayer to forgotten senses.
The engine's note tells me where the wall is. The tires whisper the curves.
A crimson blur filled his rear sensors, Mori's car shadowing him with deadly precision.
You can't see, cheater. This road ends for you.
His engine pitch rises before his turn. I've heard this pattern 100 times.
Kazu held his line, then cut inside with impossible timing, using Mori's draft to slingshot past.
He predicted my move without the link. How?
With a scream of rubber, Kazu claimed the lead. The finish line was a glowing scar on the horizon.
Yuki, I am doing this for you, but the race isn't over.
The final lap loomed. He was blind, alone, but for a fleeting moment not lost. The finish line blazed ahead, a crescent of neon. His heart hammered against the silence.
Kazu, you won. Let me rest now. I love you, brother.
A jolt of static tore through his skull. The Link's final, lethal discharge. He crossed the line in first, a ghost of a champion. Then the steering locked. Metal screamed. Glass exploded into 1,000 shards. The car crumpled against the wall. In the hospital, Yuki's EKG flatlined. A single, endless note filled the room. Her body lay still. The machines that had held her mind for years went dark. Track medics cut Kazu from the wreckage. His pulse was thread-thin. The prize payout confirmed. Yuki's care secured. But for Kazu, the real cost was only beginning. 2 lives, one ended, one shattered, and the world watching, demanding answers. In a sterile hospital room, Kazu's eyes opened to nothing. No neural grid, no data, just endless darkness.
It's gone. The link, Yuki, everything. I am blind for real.
Kazu, I am so sorry. Yuki's brain activity ceased. The doctors declared her.
Lena's voice broke. She pressed a crumpled tissue to her eyes, unable to continue.
She's really dead. I killed her. I was supposed to save her.
A knock interrupted. Mori stepped in, his red racing suit replaced by a plain jacket.
Kazu, you won that race without any tech. I've never seen skill like that. I was a fool.
Mori placed a small trophy on the bedside table, the Underground Circuit's Champion Award. Then he left in silence.
So this is victory. A hollow prize in a dead sister.
He stared at nothing, the weight of his choice settling like stone. The world demanded answers, but Kazu had none. A week later, a packed press room. Kazu, guided by Lena, walked to the podium without visor, just a cane.
My name is Kazu. You cheered me as a racer. Today, I give you the truth.
Cameras clicked. Ivy watched from the front row, expression unreadable.
The link was my sister Yuki. I used her comatose brain to race.
A murmur swept the room. Some gasped. One pen clattered to the floor.
I told myself it was to save her. But every lap burned her mind. Now she is dead.
The silence was heavier than any crash. Then he spoke again.
I retire. My victories are void. I will start a foundation for ethical neural research in Yuki's name.
He's taking responsibility. The story isn't about cheating. It's about the cost of love.
As he stepped down, scattered applause rose. Not for the racer, for the man who chose to stop. Days later, a quiet cemetery. Kazu stood alone before a simple headstone, trophy and cane in hand.
Yuki, I am sorry. I used you, but I loved you. I promise to make sure no one else suffers this way.
He placed the trophy on the stone. The last race was over, A weight began to lift.
This isn't goodbye, Yuki. Every road I walk, you are there.
Months later, a new building opened, the Yuki Neural Ethics Foundation. Children with canes gathered on a practice track.
Feel the rumble under your feet. That's your speed. Listen to the engine. It tells you everything.
He taught them to race by sound and touch, the same instincts he once relied on.
Yuki would have loved this. They race with pure skill, nothing like the machine we became.
He still walked with a cane, but his stride was confident again. The foundation grew, a living tribute.
I can't see the road, but I know the way forward. For Yuki, and for everyone else.
A sunny morning on the foundation track, Kazu knelt beside a small cart, adjusting the sensor pads for a young girl.
Now, tell me what you hear. The engine's hum guides you. Trust it.
The girl listened, then touched the wheel. A tentative smile spread. She felt the road through her hands. Another child, a boy no older than 7, tugged at Kazu's sleeve.
What is it?
The boy asked, "Mr. Kazu, will you race again? My dad says you were the best."
No, I don't need to race anymore. I've already won everything I wanted.
He tapped the boy's cane gently with his own.
My true victory is right here. Passing on what I know, so you can feel the track the way I once did.
He squeezed the boy's shoulder, then turned his face to the sun. The roar of tiny engines filled the air, a new kind of race. As dusk settled, amber light washed over the empty track. The children had gone. Only Kazu remained, his cane steady. He walked to the start line, a faded stripe on the asphalt, and stood where countless races had begun. His hand brushed the ground, feeling the texture of 1,000 starts. He closed his eyes, though darkness was all he knew, and listened to the whispers of the past.
Yuki, I found my way.
His cane tapped 3 times, echoing like a heartbeat across the silence. He faced the empty grandstands, where roaring crowds had once watched, and smiled softly.
Thank you for racing with me, for everything.
A warm breeze lifted, carrying the ghost of engine roars and the scent of rubber. He turned away, his figure a dark silhouette against the dying sun, until the track swallowed him into memory.